Quick dev tip. Did you know in Unreal you can group your assets together in your level? So this could be helpful when you're managing a busy scene and to help you reduce workload. In my example here, I've got several assets that are separate, but I want to group them together to make them easier to move around. So if we right click, come down to group, now when we move it, all the assets move as a whole. So this can be interesting as well because we can hold Alt and now we can duplicate, and it duplicates the group of all the assets. So this could be a table with some objects on it. Instead of having to remake the table with all the stuff on it every time, you can group it and then move it around and make it easier to kind of fill out your level. More options here. So now we've grouped it. If we come down to group again, this menu is very context sensitive, so we can ungroup. So that's just remove the group. An important thing you should know about is being able to unlock. So unlock basically keeps the group, but allows you to edit the individual assets inside. So for example, we can take this little cube here and we can put it on top instead. Now we come back in and we go to lock. Now we can move it again as a group of objects. If we unlock and go back in again, we can add and remove different objects. So here we can right click, go group, and remove this very specific asset from the group. As you can see, I haven't locked it, but these guys are in a group. This guy is not part of the group anymore. Kind of counter to that, we can also add things to the group. So you need to click on one asset as part of the group, but if you then click on something that isn't part of the group, right click, we come down to our group menu. You can see we can regroup or we can add to group. In this case, we're going to add to group. And now our little cube is back in, so we can come back down and lock, and again, move as a whole. So this is exactly the same in Unreal 5, so I'm not going to show it to you again too much. So if we select our objects, right click, see it down here, we've got group. And again in the menu, we can unlock and get to all these extra context sensitive settings. If you're building out levels, this is something I suggest you use because it will save you a lot of time and effort.